Hello and welcome to CATEX-TV. I'm Tom Bailey in London. It's 4:30 PM in London, 11:30 Eastern Time and 12:30 in Bermuda. Today in history. Well, today in the US is a public holiday for many. It's Columbus Day, and Columbus Day commemorates the day in 1492 when Columbus first set foot in the New World, arriving in the Bahamas. Also today in history, today in 1886, a hurricane and the resulting sea surge killed 250 people at Indianola, Texas, and today in 1984, the IRA in England bombed the Grand Hotel in Brighton, where British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher and her cabinet were staying. Many of her cabinet were injured, and one or two of their spouses were killed in the bomb. Now to the news. Australia is setting up more than 1,000 fire refuges and a national alert system predicting the next fire season will be worse than this year's, according to a report on Reuters. New South Wales Premier Nathan Rees has warned the December to February season could be the highest risk summer that we have ever faced. Drought, climate change and dry forest undergrowth have increased the risk. The last fire season killed 173 people. On high-risk days, people in bush fire-prone areas will be told to leave their homes. It is expected there will be at least one day of the highest possible fire risk in most states this summer. There have also been calls for electronic tagging of known arsonists, banning them from fire-prone areas. At least 11 people have been killed after a United Nations airplane crashed in Haiti. The aircraft went down on farmland east of the Haitian capital Port-au-Prince on Friday. Euralis Thesme, an official with the local government, has said. He said that the aeroplane, which was a surveillance aircraft assigned to the UN peacekeeping mission of the country, crashed near the village of Paypuri in the district of Gantier. Thulesme said 9 people had been found dead and they were wearing green uniforms. 5 Jordanians and 6 Uruguayans were on the aircraft as part of the surveillance mission named MINUSTA. Michel Montes, a UN spokesperson in New York, said the aircraft was on a regular reconnaissance flight. Rescue teams were sent to the area on foot because there are no roads in the area, but the UN said that there had been no survivors. Vania Mestaki, a UN spokeswoman, said the cause of the crash is unknown, but an investigation has begun. A 9,000-strong UN peacekeeping force has been in Haiti since Jean-Bertrand Aristide, the former president, was ousted amid violence in 2004. Disgraced financial tycoon Alan Stanford has the right to use a company's directors and officers, or D&O, insurance policy from Lloyd's of London to pay defence lawyers, according to a ruling from US District Judge David Godbey. Stanford's co-accused Laura Prendergast-Holt and James Davis can also access the insurance. Judge Godbey said in the ruling the court finds it in the interest of fairness to allow directors and officers to access insurance proceeds to which they are entitled. The potential harm to them if denied coverage is not speculative but real and immediate. According to the Financial Times, Lloyd's may not pay out. In a recent court filing, it said it would exclude claims resulting from money laundering and from dishonest, fraudulent or criminal acts. Bloomberg said the Lloyd's policy was worth at least $50 million. It also suggested some of the lawyers who have been unable to work for Stanford because they have not been paid in the absence of D&O payout may return to his case. And now for tropical storm news. The Western Pacific has tropical storm Palma heading for landfall in Vietnam near the capital Hanoi. It has sustained winds of 40 miles per hour and is expected to cause heavy rain. And tropical storm Nepartak has developed in the Western Pacific also. It has sustained winds of 60 miles per hour and is heading northeast. It is not expected to make landfall. And finally, in the Eastern Pacific, tropical storm Patricia has sustained winds of 50 miles per hour and is expected to take a course westward towards the islands of Hawaii, but it is not currently expected to strengthen into a significant system. We'll keep you posted on the development of those storms and any others. And a report has claimed that Aon and Marsh, the world's 2 biggest insurance brokers, will buy smaller rivals struggling in the recession. In a report from Bloomberg, which said that consolidation will continue at a brisk pace and the rich acquisition targets for the largest brokers remain in abundance. Strained revenue is a problem for potential acquisition targets. Slowing sales may provide opportunities for large brokers to snap up these targeted companies on the cheap. And finally today, American regulators will crack down on American International Group's executive remuneration, according to a report in the Financial Times. AIG sparked outrage earlier this year over its bonus payments. Kenneth Feinberg, President Barack Obama's executive pay czar, has put pressure on the company to alter its pay plans, according to the report in the FT. Quoting sources close to the situation, the report said that a crackdown on pay at the state-controlled insurance group could encourage executives to leave the firm, which received a massive $180 billion federal bailout package. The story said that to have their executive pay curtailed below market levels is going to prompt some of them to leave. AIG sparked a storm over executive compensation when it emerged in March that the insurance group planned to pay $165 million in bonuses, even after receiving $180 billion in government funding following bad debts and derivatives that almost sank the company last year. But Feinberg agreed that the proposed $7 million annual salary package for Robert Ben-Moshe, AIG's chief executive, should stand, according to the report. Well, that's all from us today. We'll be back with you at the same time tomorrow. Until then, have a very good day. Thank you and goodbye.